We're back. Persona 5. Oh yeah, baby. I've slept on my neck wrong like 4 nights in a row. Oh, Jesus. I'm switching pillows tonight. I woke up this morning and it felt like my neck just quit. I woke up because my neck just stopped. It was like, nope, I'm not a neck anymore. I'm over it. No more neck. Anyway, it's Persona 5, and it's back. It's back again. It's coming out one more time for another go around of Persona, the 5th game. What happened, you ask? What happened? I'll tell you what happened. I'll tell you exactly what happened. We infiltrated Sai-san's the prosecuting attorney. We infiltrated her palace. We defeated her in all of her rigged casino games. Thank you for the follow, Ninja Droid. And we just beat on her. We just beat on her for a while. Bro Tato, welcome back. Thank you for 5 months in a row. Much appreciated. We defeated the casino, but then it was time to leave the casino, and guess what? The palace didn't crumble. No, we got chased out. We got chased out of the palace, and then we got arrested, and finally, the game has caught up to the narrative, and we are in the present day. We are being interrogated by Sai-san, but we never left. We never left the metaverse. So what the hell's going on? What the hell's going on? Who knows? Find out today. Maybe. On Persona 5. It's gonna be wild. It's gonna be wild. I'm very excited. Let me say hello to everybody. Hello, VOD viewer. I hope you're enjoying the VODs. Thanks for watching them. I appreciate you. Geralt, Kosuke, Ravia, Beefy, Dorame, Nino, Doc Strange, Moon Butter, Foo Child. Did I say bemused? Hello to you. Snarp. Hello. Ghastly, Teeter, Sidward, Remy, XY, hello. Eternal, hello. Hope everybody's doing well. Righteous Condom. We, Poggers leveled up today. He's no longer a Poggers. He's Pogged. He's Pogged. He's just straight Pogged. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Let's get in there. Let's get in there. And let's see what's going on. We gots to know. We's gots to know. I got that sweet, sweet jazz club version of the song in the Thieves' Den now. We love that. Hey, congrats, Bro Tato, on beating Hollow Knight.
Guess the drug was too strong. Wake him up.
Y'all remember this? I remember this.
No dozing off. You still don't get it, do you? Give it up! Come on, cooperate. What? You want another shot? Huh? What What about the camera? Are you thinking it can be used as video evidence? You hear my question? Answer! Obstruction of justice, blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons. Manslaughter too, yeah? Talk about the works. To think that all those crimes were led by a punk like this. And you seem to be enjoying every second of it. Huh? You should know your place. Sign here. It's a confession under your name. I see. I need your hand to sign this, but I don't care if you end up losing a leg.
My man looking like a psycho. Agent Smith ass dude.
Don't expect to walk out of here in one piece. We are going to make you understand. One must take full responsibility for their actions.
Do I get to rename my character? Nope. Skitter girl.
Excuse me, but this area's off.
I'm Nijima from the Public Prosecutor's Office.
The prosecutor's office? What business do you have here?
Just let me through. It's urgent. There's something I need to confirm with the suspect.
Nijima-san, I believe this case is no longer in your jurisdiction. Besides...
You prosecutor, Sai Nijima? There's a call from your director. Hurry and get it over with. To be frank, you're being an inconvenience.
I thought I ordered you to stand by.
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even being allowed an interrogation?
I'm calling because I knew you'd bring it up.
I will not be convinced unless I confirm it for myself. This is my case.
Good luck to you then. I won't be expecting much, though.
Prosecutor, I forgot to mention something important. Your time will be cut short. We can't permit you to talk with him for long. It's for your own sake. His methods are unknown. After all, we don't even know if it's safe to simply meet and speak with him.
I understand.
It's nice of the game to...
Well done on making it this far, inmate.
It's nice of the game to bring that back for us. We kind of had the benefit of several days ago. I opened up Persona 5 not Royal, and I started a save file so that we could get like the bonus stuff from the Persona 5 Royal edition. Persona 5 Royal checks your PlayStation and is like, "Oh, you have a Persona 5 save from the old game. Well, since you own both, we'll give you like this, you know, a bunch of outfits and stuff." And I wanted those outfits, and then I ended up not really using them at all. But in the process of doing that, we rewatched that first cutscene, and we kind of got like, you know, we kind of got to watch it again for that reason. But it's nice of the game to bring you up to speed and remind you of how all this started. But yeah.
Now that you have traversed your long, perilous recollection, you truly have entered the present. The effects of that drug are gonna wear off soon.
This is your golden opportunity. You must grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin.
The evil influence who wishes you dead is fast approaching.
If you want to win this unreasonable game,
If you wish to take back your stolen future, recall the bonds you formed with your allies and grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin.
Shut up, Igor.
I see. So that's what led to your ending up here. What a disappointing end to the hero of justice. I still can't believe it. But I now have a general idea of the methods you used for your crimes. There's much more I'd like to ask, but my allotted time is nearly up.
Z now and
I
Patata,
do
hello.
have a suggestion, though. Care to strike a deal? If you cooperate with me, I'll consider lightening your sentence. I have a responsibility to solve this case. I will win, even if it means brokering a deal with you. Your operation was leaked and you failed to change my heart. There's no point in being obstinate now.
Ah, that's where you're wrong, dummy. That's where you're wrong. You wouldn't even be having this conversation with me if you were still willing to do some bullshit to get me guilty, but you ain't. You ain't willing to do it no more. I see through your shit. I see through your shit. I know about the goth rock copper that lives inside your heart with a Batman tramp stamp. I've seen it all, woman.
You've corrupted the order of this country and caused an uprising against its very existence. You'll most likely be given life imprisonment or the death penalty, unless you accept my proposal. Going forward, I will read a list of people who are closest to you in this case. Tell me honestly whether or not the following are involved with the Phantom Thieves.
They're all involved.
First, the friend who you've been with since the day you transferred to Shujin, Ryuji Sakamoto. One of the victims of the Kamoshida case, An Takamaki. Ichiryusai Madarame's pupil, Yusuke Kitagawa. The daughter of Wakaba Ishiki, Futaba Sakura. The heiress to the Okumura Foods legacy and daughter of its CEO, Haru Okumura. And the frequently probing student council president of Shujin Academy, Makoto Nijima. Those are your accomplices in the Phantom Thieves case, are they not? So you won't sell out your friends. Then let me change the question. I find it hard to believe that high schoolers could have pulled off these crimes by themselves. Were there not others outside of your direct group who encouraged your crimes or lent their aid? Not to repeat myself, but remember that your life will be forfeit if your sentence is not lightened. You had the cooperation of people outside your group, did you not?
My man has been drugged and like hopping between realities. I'm not even sure this is real, woman. I'm not gonna confess. The fuck out of here.
Can you tell me about them? I see. So you won't speak a word about either your teammates or your collaborators. Do you even understand the position that you're in? Let's discuss one other person, Goro Akechi. There are reports that he was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves as well. Might he be a part of your team too?
Now, the game has given me the option to sell people out with all of these, but it won't let me sell out Akechi.
So Goro Akechi wasn't one of you. Very well. So be it. You clearly have no intention of bargaining with me. Even now, you're still acting as though you're a hero of justice. Your teammates have sacrificed you in order to escape, yet you wish to defend their honor? Why won't you talk about them? Don't be ridiculous. You're the one who's made wrong choices. Justice? Then tell me, what is this justice you speak of? Saving others? What an awfully simple response. You continue to stand firm. Are you implying that we have no evidence on you? You're right. We have nothing. And it doesn't help that your story sounds like a fairy tale. But many people have fallen victim to this. We need to learn the truth. The truth, huh? I don't even know what's right anymore. And it's all due to your strange story. After all this, you're still...
The drug is starting to wear off.
Are you listening? The side effects of the truth serum should be wearing off. I won't be deceived by such a poor act.
I won't be deceived, she says. I feel like I'm forgetting something important.
You realized it too then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
Hey, can you hear me? It seems your mind is clearing up. But unfortunately, my time has run out. Although I find your story to be quite interesting, I won't be able to speak with you any longer. Huh? What are you getting at? That's right. No matter the results of this case, I won't be receiving credit. I even had to call in a large favor just to conduct this interrogation.
What the hell were they talking about pancakes? I don't remember anything about pancakes. What the hell? Pancakes? What?
So, how did that thing we asked you to look into go? Nijima mentioned a special interrogation room, didn't she? Good. It looks like we can make this work if we lure them there.
Yeah, this is all of the scenes where I was like, are the aliens coming? I remember this scene.
Hey. Hey, are you listening? Our time's up. We're done talking here. Goodbye.
Was getting caught a part of my plan?
Planned? Why are you saying such odd things?
Because you didn't ask me if getting caught was part of my plan.
There's one
You're supposed to
last thing I
say
want to
was
ask
getting
you.
caught a
There's
part of your
something that's
plan.
been bothering
Everybody
me
knows
for
this.
some time now. Recently, I was removed from my post as head of this investigation and was told to remain on standby. A short while later, I received word you were caught in the act, within some bizarre phenomenon. But that was all I was told. You were told someone sold you out, correct? If that's true, who could it have been? Don't you have any idea?
Sold out. That's right. There's something I need to do.
My suspicions were true in the end. Still, to think his true intention was to sell us out. All that's left is to figure out a way to hand it over. It's all up to you, leader. Okay then. Giving him the phone without arousing suspicion will be easier said than done. We'll be counting on you to pull this one off.
What's wrong? Might you have an idea as to who sold you out? You're not joking, are you? If you know something, you must tell me. I won't allow things to end like this. You mean this? I've been told the lock on it is quite complicated, but it's only a matter of time until it's cracked. What's so important about this smartphone? Are you going to unlock it and show me the data?
Let's let her sleep. She hasn't slept for days while she's been getting that app ready. Now we gotta figure out a way to show him the phone. Makoto and the others should have told you.
I'm talking about the true culprit here. You know, the traitor.
Hey! What are you trying to get at here? And what about this smartphone? The true culprit?
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life.
Please. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to? Not a teammate? My God. You're referring to him, aren't you? What are you plotting? I can't even begin to fathom it. But it appears my time is up. This is as far as our conversation can go. This will be my last involvement with this case. Very well. I've listened to your whole story, so I may as well play along to the end. And that honest look in your eyes. I used to view the world the same way too once.
Before your dad
I'll
died.
place my bet on you. I just need to show him the phone, right?
I feel as if Sai finally understands me.
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of judgment, granting thee infinite power.
True justice. Cooperate as comrades who fight for justice and seek the truth. What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean?
All right.
She has awakened to true justice.
All right.
You can now fuse Satan. She can reach out to the truth. Oh shit.
I'll be going now. What good will this do, though? Akechi-kun? Why are you here?
Why do you seem so surprised?
I needed my director to step in to get access, and I was directly responsible for this case. How did you get approval?
For the same reason you did. I am heading up the investigation team after all. It's only natural I'd have the right to interrogate our culprit as well, don't you think?
They assigned you command?
That was a joke, of course. I'm merely here to assist with the public security interrogation.
That would have been the most Persona shit ever. Well, they assigned me because they're high schoolers and I'm a high schooler and only high schoolers can catch high schoolers doing high school crimes.
I am surprised it's this far underground, though. There aren't any others incarcerated here, yes? Nobody would ever know if things got a little violent.
Oh shit, this is the
If I
Gitmo of
remember
Japan.
correctly,
Get me the fuck
didn't
out
you
of
say
here.
There was another culprit besides
Obama,
the
why didn't you
Phantom
shut
Thief?
this shit down?
That was but a lie I spread to set them up.
Japanese Obama lied to us.
Sorry, I forgot that I had deceived you too, Sai-san. After all, if you wish to trick your enemies, you must first trick your allies.
Japanese Joe Biden. Do it.
So it was you. You're the one who sold out the Phantom Thieves. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to? My God. You're referring to him, aren't you?
Is there a problem?
Akechi-kun, does this phone look familiar to you?
Excuse me? What is this phone?
It belonged to the leader of the Phantom Thieves. I believe you'll need it for your investigation.
Not personally. I was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves myself, remember?
True. This is undoubtedly a great accomplishment. Good luck in there.
Foolish woman.
Uh-oh. Did you see that evil face? Oh, that was an evil smile.
May I ask that you accompany me? Going in unarmed to interrogate a murderer makes me uncomfortable.
What a wuss. What a wuss.
Huh? What are you?
Why did the cop on security
I owe you
duty
for all of this.
have a fucking
Thanks.
silenced pistol? Or did Akechi have a silenced pistol and he just took the pistol away from the guard? I am absolutely appalled if that guard had a silenced pistol.
That's right. You and your little friends were vital to our plan, and now it will be completed. Your popularity truly was quite stunning. That just made using you all the more worthwhile.
Chat, let's watch anime. It's anime time, chat. We're gonna watch anime. Look at that dead guy. Unbelievable. What a murderer he is, that Akechi.
Have you finally pieced it all together? Case closed. This is how your justice ends.
We got the bad ending, chat. We got the bad ending. What the hell? I played for 140 hours and I got the bad ending.
Shido-san, my job is complete.
I've told you not to call me by name. Regardless, all that's left is to deal with the remnants.
Use my code name, Diddler Prime.
The continued deaths of these teenagers would be a bit much, don't you think? I considered making it appear they had a falling out, but that would only amplify public frenzy. It would be best to have each of them meet with an unfortunate accident once the storm blows over.
Is there any possibility they'll want to avenge their leader?
No chance. They're nothing but cattle anyway. They have no backbone without his guidance. I will keep my eye on them just in case, though.
I'll be counting on you.
They will live their lives cowering in fear of death. An apt punishment for obstructing our work.
Make sure to kill that strange cat once you find it as well.
Understood. Though I doubt there's anything to worry about. It's merely a cat, after all.
More importantly, they should be dealing with the suicide right about now. Things will become quite busy once the word gets out. I'll need to prepare my comments on the matter.
I must be prepared to deal with it on my end as well. Beyond that, what of the director of the Special Investigations Unit?
Perhaps he'll be struck by a mysterious illness sometime soon.
even me. God damn it. Shit.
Who would have ever thought that my conniving, scheming, conspiracy theory murder buddies would conspire and connive to kill me? Oh, no! No!
What was all that about, showing him this phone? The Phantom Thief Alibaba? Who is this?
I am Alibaba, a member of the Phantom Thieves. I inquire as to your justice, Sai Nijima.
How do they know I have this?
Goro Akechi is evil. He didn't come to interrogate the captured Phantom Thief. He came to kill him.
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
Don't trust the guard either. He's an accomplice as well. Now then, I'll tell you detailed steps to take. You must save him.
You want me to save him?
Huh?
What is it?
Nothing. Anyway, what brings you here? I thought you were done with your business.
Did anyone else stop by? Nobody?
There'd be no reason for anyone else to come down here.
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So it's all true.
Of course it's true. Is something the matter?
It's Akechi-kun. He had to take a sudden call, so he won't be able to make it down today.
Huh?
I've been asked to handle things instead.
You? But...
You know, if you stay here, they'll likely get rid of you to eliminate any evidence. I suggest you go into hiding at once if you value your life.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't say a word of what transpired here. Trust nobody. Forget this ever happened.
And now we return to our continued report. This morning, the police have announced that they've detained a suspect who may in fact be the leader of the Phantom Thieves group. The suspect is reported to be a young man who's...
Can I get you to look over here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he got caught. That group sure was something.
Yeah.
So the next shoot got me thinking. How about we have you do an idol thing, you know? That cool?
What a surprise. To think that the one behind all this is just a minor.
But considering how quickly they announced his arrest, the police must surely be confident in the outcome of this case.
Well, I'll be. Goodness, look at you now. It's been a while, Ryuji.
Huh?
You stopped visiting so abruptly, everyone was worried about you. It's your second year, right? Are you still doing track and field? I'd love to see you run again.
Also, the young man continues to remain silent, refusing to implicate any potential accomplices. However, considering the number of charges brought against him...
I wonder if something happened.
Yeah.
You seemed stumped for once. Not feeling it today?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not chiding you. Just do as normal at your own pace. With your skills, there's no need to worry about your future.
Normal. Right.
He's just a high school student. How do you think he was contacting the others?
The police here can search any online communications. His accomplices may slip up eventually.
Still, it seems the Phantom Thieves' most recent targets have gone comatose. Actual harm has been done here.
Given the lack of physical violence, their method is still a mystery. Regardless, the police are looking into attempted murder charges.
You never turned it in? That's quite the surprise. I thought I lost it this whole time.
I'm sorry.
Well, your grades are excellent. And you're student council president. I'm sure you'll be admitted anywhere you apply. That one phantom thief should have followed your example. You hear? It seems he was caught. Some high schooler. I wonder why he turned to a life of crime.
We also received information that the young man was placed on probation for assault.
Because of his previous record, he had to leave his hometown. Perhaps his motive lies there.
I believe your father can rest in peace now. That phantom thief could never have changed anything. Only a handful of people are qualified to alter the world. So you've been coming home late. That's what I've heard. I make a good playmate, you know.
We have breaking news. The young man being held in custody has committed suicide. The police have confirmed his death, although details have not been released. To repeat, the suspect has committed suicide while in
Custody. This station will continue to report any further updates as they arrive.
It may be difficult to uncover his methods now. Perhaps that's why he decided to take this course of action.
It can't be.
You're shitting me. We got him.
It would seem as though you have been killed. But why were you killed? Why did you have to die? Do you remember? It seems you forgot an important fact while your consciousness was hazy.
Was getting shot in the head a part of your plan?
Indeed, your death was a necessity for your escape from certain doom. What a tremendous plan. How might you be capable of executing such a feat? Well then, let us rouse the memories which are missing.
Did we use... Oh my god. I swear to god. If we used a fake gun to pull a prank... Oh. The first time I sensed something was off. That's right. It was during the school festival.
Hey, they're going. You realized it too, then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me. My thoughts exactly. It was your social studies trip. We met him in the hallway of that TV station. There's no way that this is the first time he's heard my voice. This whole deal feels sketchy. Yeah. It's impossible not to think that of him.
Akechi sus.
Okay. Let's get everyone on the same page right away.
Akechi acting real sus. Talking about pancakes when he couldn't have been there for the pancake
There's
talk.
something else we want you to look into. One more person has been on our mind. If it's possible, I want to eavesdrop on their phone conversation. That That'll be tough. I agree. I'd have to plant a bug directly on the phone.
What if you...
So it's
what
impossible even for you.
What if you acted like you had never seen his phone before, and then took it from him to study it?
I didn't say it was impossible.
I bet that would work. I bet that would work real good.
Okay, I've got a plan. That's perfect. Of course I did.
Futaba's going to do something? She thinks that it's going to cut to a montage if she just whispers in my ear, but I politely inform her, no, we actually have to come up with a plan. No one's cutting to a montage. Except...
This is gonna be fun. I can't wait.
It did cut to a montage! I'll be goddamned! We're living in a montage!
I see. So we're going to use this place.
It'll be a gamble. I think it's gonna work. You can't tell a thing.
It seems you finally remember. This game is not over yet. There are still things that must be done.
My memories are starting to become clearer. The game is afoot, chat. That's right. This is what really happened to me at that moment. Well, they call it... This is like anime fan fiction of Arsène Lupin and Sherlock Holmes. And Sherlock Holmes' thing was the game is afoot. The game is afoot! Bitch, you ain't kill me! You ain't never kill me! I am a man who can never die. I heard they arrested one of the Phantom Thieves. No way! I didn't expect him to commit suicide.
He's a murderer. He deserved to die.
We can finally breathe easy now. He killed himself, huh? I guess we'll never know his motivation! I'm exhausted. It feels like my consciousness is about to fade away.
Hey, are you alright? Don't fall asleep until we reach our destination. Are you listening?
Could this be the effect of the drug wearing off? The memories I thought were gone are starting to come back.
Are you listening? Anyway, we need to talk about how to get out of this situation. Futaba's monitoring of Akechi's phone has confirmed it. He did indeed have an ulterior motive.
It's on a completely different level than just that.
Thank you, Gideon.
Not only was he trying to frame us, but he was the true culprit behind the mental shutdowns. His offer to assist us was simply a ploy to frame the Phantom Thieves and kill him. If we go into Sis's palace as he suggests, we'll likely be met by a large ambush of police forces.
To think he would be this far gone. I know now what it means to feel a chill down my spine.
Chat! Well, okay. I was about to yell at you. I was about to yell at you, chat, for not understanding what's happening. Because, like, point by point, as it's happened, I've been like, oh, chat, did you notice how we had a meeting, and at the end of the meeting we all had a meeting, and Akechi was there, and then we told everybody the meeting was over, and yet we all stuck around and continued talking after one of us left. Did you notice how Futaba took his phone? Did you notice? But I was gonna yell at you for not noticing and not listening to every goddamn plot point the game has made sure to point out to us. But then I remembered that this game is 140 hours long, and yeah, there's just no way that you've watched all of it.
Furthermore, he wishes to bring a police squad from reality into the palace.
If the 8 of us can enter at once, it's not inconceivable to think a larger group is possible.
I did not notice the pancake, Teeter. I did not notice that. They slid that one by me.
He may even be able to bring in vehicles or other special pieces of equipment.
So, this really was just a setup to shift the blame onto us.
He made us go after Okumura. Then once we triggered the change of heart, he killed him.
And he told us he had seen the true culprit, but it was him the entire time!
The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister, he was really just some homicidal maniac. Come on, we gotta take that bastard Akechi down. Isn't that recording we got enough proof to do it?
No. Akechi is merely a tool. His orders come from elsewhere. The grand mastermind behind this all. An unimaginable fiend capable of arranging the murder of a suspect inside of a police station.
Unless we find out who that is, we will continue being targeted even if we defeat Akechi.
But what means do we have of learning his identity?
We'll have to make Akechi say it. Though once we do, that mastermind will likely eliminate us.
I think that will be the case eventually, regardless of whether or not we learn his identity. The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we're an easy target to blame for his crimes. If he realizes that's no longer possible and abandons that plan, he may opt to kill us immediately.
Damn it! So we don't got a choice but to go with that bastard's suggestion.
But if we go into the palace like we're told, he'll get arrested and then Akechi will kill him.
Palace. The palace. Actually, there's something I'd like to say regarding...
Aha! We can use the palace to our advantage!
What's this all of a sudden?
There's a way. A way to get past Akechi and get the mastermind to lay off of us, all while learning his identity.
Really?
You gotta be kidding me!
If he wants to kill the guy, why not let him? That is, inside of a palace.
Yes. We could have him kill the cognitive version, all the while believing he killed the real one.
Yeah, that's it!
It seems that's our only option. Listen close, everyone. I have a plan for how we can carry this operation out.
Ever since the death of their teenage leader, the Phantom Thieves have fallen silent. However, the police intend on continuing this investigation until the case is fully solved.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things at work. Where are they?
Waiting upstairs. Go tell them to come on down. I'm gonna fetch him.
You're her sister, correct?
Makoto told me everything. Futaba-chan, I'm sorry that I caused you so much trouble this past summer.
It's ancient history now.
Man, that goddamn detective.
Look who's here.
Hey, you big bastard.
How have you been?
I mean, I died.
You must be fine if you're joking around like that.
It truly is a relief to see your face.
I bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked him yet.
Still, how'd you pull this off? Isn't this guy considered dead?
You weren't told anything? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe. It was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell Boss what really happened?
We wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves was dead.
What?
What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the metaverse.
Hold on a sec. Enemy? Fake? What are you talking about?
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up. Our goal here was to determine their identity.
True culprit? I see. So you guys were going up against someone else.
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
Akechi himself gave us the chance to strike back. He made one fatal mistake.
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the real culprit?
That wasn't something we could simply bring up. We couldn't have you suspect Akechi. Besides, neither you nor the other investigators would have believed something like that, would you?
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the culprit. In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a bold move.
God, I can't keep up with any of this stuff. So what was this mistake Akechi made? What did he do?
He slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice.
You mean our cat?
Yes, Morgana can talk.
Sorry. Was that supposed to be a joke?
Oh, our apologies. That's completely true. You surprised?
Does that mean he said something just now as well?
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us at first, too.
When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, you start to understand him in reality. It's a change in cognition, most likely.
Alright, so if anybody's still like, what in the hell is going on? The first time we spoke to Akechi was at the TV studio, and he overheard us having a discussion about pancakes. But the only person who said pancakes, apparently, was Morgana. And you only hear Morgana speak in the real world if you've heard Morgana speak in the metaverse. Which is why Joker and Ryuji, they met Morgana in the metaverse. They freed him from the volleyball, what's his name? The volleyball teacher. They freed him from the volleyball teacher's, prison in his palace. And then when they came out of the metaverse, the cat showed up and they could hear it talk. But everybody else just hears it meow. So the school went on a field trip. They went to Good Morning Japan, and Akechi was the guest that day, and he happened to walk by as Ryuji, Joker, and On were talking, and Morgana was talking about a pancake restaurant nearby, and Akechi was like, "Ooh, I love pancakes." I'll be honest, the game slid that one by me. I didn't catch that one. I caught all the others. The game is just constantly dropping hints that Akechi is a fucking bad guy. And then right before you do this mission, the big hint is you go into Mementos with Akechi and you have a duel and he's like, "I fucking hate you. I hate you so much." That's a pretty big hint.
Thanks to Akechi's lame acting, we figured out something was up.
I'm still confused about the pancakes.
When we talked to Akechi at the school festival, he was acting like he just realized Mona could talk. But we already saw him drop a mega hint about it way earlier.
Oh, I know a place! I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here!
Oh, am I mistaken? I thought I heard something about delicious pancakes.
Mona was the only one who was talking about a pancake. That meant Akechi'd already been in the metaverse by then.
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us.
It seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake comment was an honest one, after all. He did approach us when we found ourselves in the worst trouble yet.
That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone.
I pretended to be interested in checking the phone out, but I was actually planting my app. My heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program being installed so quickly. Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
That was just an act!
Good afternoon, Bill
After
Prophet.
a few days of listening, this confirmed his betrayal.
Then I'll guide the police into her palace and have them catch the Phantom Thieves in the act. That would be the only way to arrest them, given their methods. I'll deal with them after that. Let me see. We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple.
You might remember, if you were here for it, one of the scenes where Akechi first joins the group and is like gonna go hang out with them. Futaba's like, "Ooh, I love your phone. Let me see your phone." And she like grabs it from him, and they make a big deal about like, you know, Futaba is the fucking deep state and has everything wiretapped everywhere. So like, as soon as she got her hands on the phone, I was like, okay, well, I know what she's doing there. She's, you know, she's putting a bug on his phone.
Is this for real?
For real?
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
So they planned to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day after the arrest. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life. When he does, you will become a great hero who saved Japan from evil. As will I, of course.
I knew he was acting strangely, but to think he was this far gone.
He's no ace detective. Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental shutdown crimes.
On top of that, there's someone else commanding Akechi. Someone with great authority.
Diddler Prime!
So great that they can order an assassination in a police station. That's why we had to make a move before they did.
I see.
We baited Akechi into Sis's palace, making him dispose of our leader's fake, but think he killed him.
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly happened in my cognitive world?
We're sorry for using you without your permission. Your palace had all the conditions we needed.
What conditions?
First, we required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality.
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like normal.
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing. You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions around.
We had already investigated Nijima-san's palace when Makoto brought the suggestion to us.
I was seriously impressed by that suggestion. To be honest, I didn't quite understand it, but I went along with it. And it was absolutely the best decision we could have made.
Makoto is normally so calm as well, but once her mind is set, she gets oddly impulsive.
I did have a bit of a rivalry forming with Akechi, but I just couldn't contain myself anymore once you became a target, Sis. The reason I joined the Phantom Thieves was to heal your heart, after all.
My own achievements were all that mattered to me. I was desperate. I wasn't myself at all. I'm sorry I couldn't see that.
That goes for the both of us.
We heard from Mako-chan that you were going to do the interrogation, Mijima-san.
And regarding its location, I take it you used the data from my laptop?
I'm sorry.
Go on.
There were two things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse. First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
There was also one more thing we absolutely needed to make this work. A perfect cognitive replica of him in the metaverse's interrogation room.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were convinced this would work. They looked no different from actual living people.
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi in the dark.
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's shadow. However, it was then that we were met with a terrifying, unexpected police ambush. As a result, even though we managed to grab the treasure, we couldn't get it out of the metaverse.
Good afternoon, Witch Corbell.
Except that was all an act. We had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand and merely acted like we were taking the treasure. This was because we knew the police would be coming for us.
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us. And just as expected, he totally took the bait.
Him getting captured by the police went exactly how we planned it.
And I had been interrogating him with no knowledge of this. But how did you lure Akechi into this cognitive world's interrogation room?
All I needed were the coordinates.
It seems like she used this laptop to remotely access the metaverse. Asking her about it now would drag the conversation on too long. I should talk to her later.
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious.
The game is like... Sorry, this explanation's getting a little bloated. Talk to her later.
It must have been truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real world's interrogation room. Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
So that's why you gave me your phone. I only took it because of what you told me.
It's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to see that for myself.
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me on his phone. Huh. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse, albeit for a brief moment.
In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own palace for so short a time.
That's the other reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid in his escape. By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as well.
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
Huh. Astounding. I hadn't the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place within me.
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during the interrogation. Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried about that part.
True.
Why is that?
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and subsequent breakout would have never been possible. That persuasion was easily our greatest gamble. We couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was absolutely the make or break moment of the entire plan.
Still, I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. Were you confident you could do it?
Don't remember. Drugs.
Understandable. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan, I knew you'd realize the bigger picture. Realize that our leader was telling the truth, and that there was a greater evil to pursue.
As a result, we emerged victorious.
Then the reason you kept this a secret from me was so you could catch the true culprit, correct?
Yes. Plus, you had lost control of yourself at the time.
This is stunning. All I can really do is laugh.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake.
Fear Tendies has redeemed an advertisement in the middle of this exposition. You absolute jerk. Actually, you know what? You know what? I need to pee. I need to pee. And I want some more coffee. So let's use this. Let's use this opportunity. Let's use this opportunity to take a little break and gather our thoughts. I'm gonna pee and get some coffee. And Bemused has redeemed a vow of silence. There you go. And we're back. We're back. We're back with more what the hell happened exposition.
But what did you do about the body?
The police never even checked it.
Huh?
They had a coroner working to ensure his death was reported as a suicide. That coroner didn't take one look at the scene and just passed along a falsified death certificate.
Hell yeah! This rules, I'm legally dead!
Much influence?
Murder in a police station would be reckless otherwise. We also knew of a possible conspirator.
Thanks to Futaba-chan's messages and the guard's demeanor, I eventually came to understand. And since the higher-ups at the police knew nothing of this, they were thrown into disarray. As a result, his suicide during imprisonment was reported on the news, just as Akechi planned.
And with that confusion, he was able to escape with Nijima-san's help.
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that, nobody knows he survived.
Thinking back to the interrogation, though, I can't believe what they did to him. The callous use of violence and even drugs is utterly abnormal.
Says who? Says who it's abnormal? It's just something you don't like. Maybe it happens every day. In Japanese, Gitmo.
If he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, he would have died. I'm truly glad you made it back safe.
I can't believe that Japanese George W. Bush and Dick Cheney and Karl Rove and Colin Powell, Japanese Colin Powell, of course, and Japanese Dick Cheney and Japanese Karl Rove. I can't believe they all got together and lied to Japan and started a war that made it necessary that we had to have Japan had to have a facility, a black site where they could question people about a war that wasn't real. And they could do whatever they wanted to the people there because they didn't have any rights. So they didn't have their no unreasonable search and seizure and all that shit. And then when they elected Japanese Barack Obama, he was all like, "Let me be clear. I am going to close down Japanese Gitmo." But then he didn't close down Japanese Gitmo. He didn't do it. He was president for 8 years. Still didn't close down Japanese Gitmo. Said he would. But then he didn't. And then they had Japanese Donald Trump. He didn't close it down. And now we've got Japanese Joe Biden. And you know if Japanese Obama wasn't gonna do it, Japanese Biden's not gonna do it. What the fuck?
How tough are you?
It still freaked me out when I saw the suicide on the news, though.
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated to avoid drawing any suspicion. Even with that, I couldn't help but worry for him in my heart.
Well, I knew right away that her plan worked out.
I wanted to believe, but considering what we were up against...
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and carefree side.
Can it, Cat?
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down. I finally feel relieved.
We knew he was alive, but it was difficult to not worry until we could confirm it in person.
Chat, I'm sorry. Hang on 1 second. I'm wearing headphones. That's how I'm hearing the game. I have to take the headphones off because it's really, really hot in here. So I'm taking off my undershirt. Right? Just give me a second. It's so hot. I don't know what the fuck is going on, man. My allergies are killing me because the fucking weather won't make up its goddamn mind. It's 30 degrees, it's 60 degrees. I thought I had fucking coronavirus yesterday. I was so fucking like bonked out on my allergies. I was miserable. I was fucking miserable. And then I was like, wait, it's probably just allergies. But like I was in my own head, you know? Like I gave myself placebo COVID yesterday on accident. Is the shirt backwards? The shirt's backwards, okay. Is it inside out? Where the hell is the tag? Alright, fuck it. I guess, I don't know. Alright, sorry. No. I'm not showing off my big beautiful titty. I'm not showing off my big beautiful titty. I'll get banned. Or I'll get suspended.
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just a formality for the head commander. What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who was meant to die. They just wanted to avoid backlash. Very well. From here forward, I will do my utmost to assist you. You saved me, after all.
That's reassuring to hear.
I'll do whatever I can to help too. Just let me know.
Thanks, Uncle Coffee.
Let's take a break for now, though.
Hell yeah.
This old brain is pooped. Oh, and feel free to use the first floor when you guys want to get together to talk. You'll need a hideout where you can be safe. Just say the word, and I'll close shop early.
Are you sure?
This guy can't leave. Plus, you won't make much progress if people can hear you from downstairs. It's not like this place is the liveliest joint in town. It won't be a huge loss for me.
Let us accept his offer. What a great man.
I've started buying coffee beans, chat. When all this coronavirus shit popped off, I started making my own cold brew coffee. And I was just making it with like just regular like already ground Folgers or whatever, you know? And it was okay, you know? And then I got lazy and I started buying like pre-made like Dunkin' Donuts brand cold brew. And it's like $4, which is kind of expensive, but like I get like 3 or 4 days worth of coffee out of it. And like if you compared that to how much money I would have spent if I was going to like Starbucks, like I was like or going to Dunkin' Donuts, I was okay with it. But yeah, anyway, we're talking about coffee and wishing that you worked or that you lived or worked at a coffee shop. I've got all these like bags of coffee beans now, and I want to keep them in my streaming room so it just smells like beautiful, magnificent coffee in here. But I'm also afraid that if I do that I'll just get used to the smell of coffee and then I won't smell it, and that would suck. Skinner
Sounds familiar.
It's me, Akechi.
Enter.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct? Is there a problem with it?
No, nothing in particular. More importantly, you've done well with regard to the prosecutors.
The cause of death for the SIU director has been settled as a stroke.
I had him work quite substantially on forging evidence. His loss should be mourned.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation room, too.
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time choosing a successor after the elections.
At any rate, I'm now praised as a hero, and I owe it all to the Phantom Thieves.
All possible hindrances are now gone. There's no doubt that this election is mine.
And on to our next story, the snap election for the House of Representatives. Discussion is swirling around potential nominees as the deadline for candidacy announcement nears. Candidates will announce on the 23rd of this month, while voting will be held on the 18th of next.
Elections, huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can vote in them yet anyways.
Why don't we resume our conversation?
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the bastard backing him.
Have you figured out who's behind all this?
Akechi accidentally let that slip after the murder. He said, Shido-san.
Shido? Feels like I've heard that somewhere.
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong connections to the police.
Shido? Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
Publius. Akechi is the junior detective, the detective prince. The detective prince in Persona 4 was Naoto, and she ended up joining our team. It was also a policeman, though. But it wasn't a junior detective. It was just a regular detective. Adachi.
Who? I believe he's a politician. Remember, Ryuji? You said his speech was too loud.
For real?
It's certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
For real?
Huh?
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which align with that possibility. First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration by the psychotic breakdowns. He's maintained a negative stance toward the Phantom Thieves and has gained tremendous popularity. On top of that, he'll most likely become the next Prime Minister if he wins this upcoming election.
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
He's also the prime
So
diddler.
his current position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses.
We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter what it takes.
Mom.
Shido, huh?
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this, just based on the connections I had from my previous job. I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and
Slow
confiscated
zoom
her
in on
materials
Sojiro.
was probably Shido. From the moment Wakaba died, I had a hunch he was involved. But there wasn't anything I could do, so I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had. He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who get in his way.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown cases. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdowns. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated parties. Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves' actions.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day. Nobody believed him, though.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes Prime Minister? What about the world?
The issue is simpler than that. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
We gotta expose that rotten bastard!
Yeah, we'll do it like always. Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido. The guy running for Prime Minister. Got a hit! Well, duh. It ain't a surprise he has one.
Alright, chat. Thus far, we have taken out the education system. Took him out. Gone. We've exposed the culture. We fixed that. It's gone. Then we defeated the banking system. Then we defeated the exploitation of labor. And then we defeated a corrupt criminal justice system. Now, we have to just target, the political system. Oh, it's easy. It's easy.
Where would the location be?
What kind of things go through a politician's head?
I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent. Any ideas?
Talk about small scale.
Perhaps it's the Diet Building?
We got a hit!
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Building?
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right?
I want to get that bitch Akechi.
No need to waste time with him. We just gotta hit the head.
That's easy for you to say. You didn't get shot in the head.
Of course.
He will be a worthy opponent.
Let's win this together. Time for revenge. Then it's unanimous.
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that Diet Building place is.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this stuff.
We'll have to deal with this before Election Day, December 18th. That means we need it done by the 17th.
It's best we hurry before they discover there's no body in the morgue.
It's funny that you bring that up, Pubius. It's funny that you bring that up. If Bud Dwyer, if Bud Dwyer had given that press conference and instead of being like, I promise I didn't do it, I didn't do it, I didn't do it. If Bud Dwyer had given that press conference and been like, you know what, I did do it, I'm sorry, and then shot himself, that totally would have been like I could, you know what I mean? Like that would have been like the basis for this game. Like I would just be drawing like constant lines back to Bud Dwyer. Bud Dwyer, chat. Don't Google Bud Dwyer. Bud Dwyer was a politician who got wrapped up in a scandal where he was like laundering money, and he gave a press conference on TV, and he fucking shot himself in the head during a press conference, like in front of the fucking cameras and everything. Here in America, back when politicians still felt shame. Anyway, that's a really good parallel to draw, except Bud Dwyer's press conference was just him being like, I didn't do it, I promise I didn't do it, I promise I didn't do it, and then he shot himself. Yeah. The filter song "Hey Man, Nice Shot" is allegedly about Bud Dwyer. He shot himself on accident? No. that man. There is no. If you watch that video, there is no mistaking anything he does for an accident. He's clearly out of his fucking mind. He's clearly out of his mind. He's like, it's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine. He's like sitting there like, everything's fine, and he's like holding a gun. Everything's okay. Everything's fine, and then he just fucking does it. My neck is killing me, chat.
Should we start tomorrow then? We can meet at the Diet Building after school.
That reminds me, what are you gonna do about school? You can't show up if you're supposed to be dead.
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
That's what I told the school.
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing would be for nothing.
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose outside of escaping Akechi's clutches. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public at the same time. He has ruined countless lives, and even made Goro Akechi, a student, assist him with assassinations. A mere change of heart is too lenient a sentence for such an abominable criminal.
We'll be making use of the police statement that the leader of the Phantom Thieves committed suicide. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement.
See, this is wild, because the game is supposed to last for a year, I thought. I mean, Persona 4 did. And Persona 5 starts off with like, you gotta stay out of trouble for a year, stay out of trouble for a year, and you get off probation. But like, we've still got like December, January, February, March, and April. We still got like 5.5 months to go before it's a year. But everybody's like, don't go to school no more. You don't have to go to school anymore.
He'll say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide, and was in fact almost killed by a criminal.
Everyone's gonna flip.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
We're intellectuals, you know.
That's why you needed such a daring trick as getting captured and appearing to be killed. What frightening teenagers.
But the true battle has only just begun. We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature. We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
I finally made it this far. It's already been 2.5 years since we met.
Back then, you earned the media's attention as a young politician who could rise up against bureaucracy. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in scandal.
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power. I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying you had special powers. If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in, I would have thought you insane.
I made those troublesome opponents psychotic, and erased any trace of that scandal.
Who'd think that tampering with a person's heart could trigger a psychotic lapse or mental shutdown? And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd be an ulterior motive.
It's because I sympathized with your aspiring ideology. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug on that research. I only need you using that power. It'd be troublesome if someone else uncovered how it works.
Wakaba Ishiki, was it? That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side, until recently.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his promotion. He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't know who leaked that information. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking, he did it himself.
This country's affairs have become stagnant. The political world is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests. The general public has forsaken such political affairs and don't even bother. Only ruin awaits us.
I must agree.
There's no need to be ruined along with such incompetent fools. I will lead this country to its revival. Those who get in the way must be eliminated at times. That's the correct way to use the metaverse.
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths and scandals with your political rivals, which is why I made them suspects. prosecute the targets that I turn psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished, and I've monopolized public opinion. Once I gained public sentiment, collaborators from all sectors began approaching me on their own. The police were no exception. With their management in my pocket, keeping them in check was easy.
You both know what you did. Why are you telling each other this?
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troublesome.
And they were just brats once we looked into it. All we needed to do was lay the blame on them.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations, but flipping it made the negative press stronger. After that, all I had to do was openly berate them. I've been gaining more supporters since. The current administration is dead with ongoing scandals. Never mind the fact that they're my doing. Even the government parties have begun splitting up, and they're dissolving just as planned. The time has finally come. Just a little more, and I will take the seat of Prime Minister. However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's when everything truly begins. I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on others.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
The public resonates with my ideals and follows me. And for that, some sacrifices can't be avoided. That is my duty as the Chosen One.
Chosen One!
Your assistance has been very influential in making my plans proceed smoothly. When I become Prime Minister, I'll grant whatever wish you want.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country, perhaps even the world. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people's hearts.
Imagine thinking you're the chosen one when you're, in actuality, just a sorry fool. What an idiot.
I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up with debauched desires.
I am thinking about the future, though.
Well, how do I put this?
Looks like things finally settled down. Life's gonna get real busy for you starting tomorrow night, right? Get some rest.
Well then.
The Chief's right. Let's take it easy for today.
Remember how I hijacked your phone during the school trip? That kinda came in handy. Well, remember how I put that wiretap app in Akechi's phone? Basically, that let me see GPS info for two phones, yours and his. I'd be able to tell the precise moment Sai Nijima, who had your phone, ran into Akechi. That's when I saw my chance, and beep, sent the signal to activate the Metaverse Navigator. But there was a chance they'd just pass each other without saying a single word. That's why we needed you to tell Sai Nijima to show the phone to Akechi. This plan still surprises me no matter how many times I hear it. Still, I couldn't just directly hack into the Metaverse Nav. It's a mysterious app after all. But you know how it has that bookmark function? All you have to do is push the button. Making the phone think he was pushing that button was totally doable. Pretty good, huh?
If you don't max Kawakami before this point, you get locked out of the Confidant. Ooh, because I don't go to school no more. Maybe. I think I don't have to.
Nice.
I think I don't have to go to school no more. I'm glad you're back safe and sound. But even that's putting it too lightly. You had it rough in there, didn't you?
Sorry.
Akechi was after you all along. I knew it was risky, but we had no choice but to depend on him. But thanks to your tenacity, you were able to fool him. It's payback time. Let's make him regret underestimating the Phantom Thieves.
So,
by the way, the police report on your death isn't going to show up at your school. No need to worry. Seems Prosecutor Nijima worked out some kind of deal with the higher-ups or something. I mean, they haven't even said anything to me even. As long as you stay quiet, you'll be fine.
Well,
and I guess if they
how do
reported
I
your death
put
now,
this?
they'd basically be saying you were a Phantom Thief. They can't really go announcing what the Phantom Thieves are, so I'm sure they'll avoid that. You guys want to play video games?
Yeah.
You guys don't want to play video games no more? Okay, it's fine.
Hey.
Starting tomorrow, you're gonna be really busy. You should take it easy and rest today. Well, okay. Fine.
I should write something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head back then.
Guess you won't be going to school for a while. Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to what we've had to face so far. And we'll have all the time to come up with the plans together. To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens to Shido, one way or the other. But when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I naturally think he's my enemy as well. I'm going to stay with you until the very end. Well then, we should get to sleep. You know, something that Futaba said before, when you were in a pinch in the palace, she picked up a reading of someone who came to your rescue. Was that... So it was Yoshizawa. Then we'd better let her know you're safe now. And I'll even lend you a hand with that.
Vinny the cat is redeemed Do the Dungeon Master voice, but then says, in surprised Kentucky exchange student voice.
Holy shit! Joker's alive, risen from the dead like some sort of Japanese lord and savior telling stories of police brutality and diddlers in power. I reckon something ought to be done about them diddlers.
Now you understand why Himbo Shinri needed to leave too. That's, yeah.
There's no point in even having an election. Shido's gonna win.
Of course, he's the
Teeter,
only reliable
welcome back for 9
politician there
months.
is.
Didn't want to
Plus,
interrupt the big
the
twist.
current government has been
Thank
getting
you.
wrapped up in scandal after scandal. Even more importantly, there's just an aura about him. Like he can fix whatever problems we have.
Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me who does it. I just want to see our society back on track. Especially after it turned out those Phantom Thieves were nothing more than scum in the end.
Do I get to play as Ryuji now?
I'll show you.
Do I have to go to school as Ryuji? I heard you went home, so I announced it during homeroom. Are you okay? You're alive! The news is reporting you committed suicide. Call me when you can. I was so confused. But as long as you're safe, don't worry about school. Just take care of yourself. Is it true that the leader of the Phantom Thieves died?
How could the police let him commit suicide in jail? They need to get their shit together.
Cut that out!
Quiet down. You're in class. Break's been over for quite some time now. I swear, you're like monkeys in a zoo. Oh, yeah. I received word from Geralt's family that he'll be absent for a bit. Jeez. What do you people think school is anyway?
It's almost time. Hey, it can't be true, can it? Please tell me you're okay. Oh, thank God you're safe. That suicide report was all over the news, and Miss Kawakami said you went back to your hometown. I was honestly worried about contacting you. Even Sakamoto was dodging the question when I tried to ask him. But don't worry, I won't tell anyone. By the way, the fan site is a real mess right now, but I'll keep supporting you from the shadows. Good luck.
Hey.
You don't need to worry about it in here, but try not to do anything to draw attention. Anyway, today's a day off, so eat your curry and take it easy. You can take your time with it too. It's not like any customers are gonna be showing up.
Okay.
That curry. Nice and slow. Let's try and think of the keyword once the Chief's curry has energized you. Have you guys figured out the keyword to Shido's palace yet? I've tried all sorts of stuff, but no luck so far. It is hard to understand the thought process of a criminal mastermind like him. You know, I've been wondering, if he's been behind all those mental shutdowns, doesn't that mean all the weird accidents from these past few years were his fault? Like that subway accident back in April. Now that you mention it, that accident lost the Minister of Transport his job. Wait, are you trying to say Shido caused that accident? But it's the subway! Does he not care at all about innocent lives? This man seems to be truly unbelievable. Supposedly there are still tons of victims from that in the hospital even now. Masayoshi Shido, how many has he killed over the years? How could we ever understand what goes on in the mind of such a horrible man? Hey, would it be faster if we just go there and try and think about it on site? Let's try that! If we're going to go, I'd like Skittergun to join, but will that be okay? Won't somebody spot him there? We'll probably figure out the keyword in no time once we're there. Plus, I can throw off anyone who tells us with my blazing speed. Alright, let's have Skittergun join us then. Remember though, we're going with the intent of not being seen. Okay. Well, let's meet in front of the Diet Building and force the bastard's palace open.
Alright, let's head to the Diet Building. Make sure you aren't discovered, okay?
You going out? You gotta be kidding me. You realize you're done for if you get caught, right? Ugh. The stunts you pull sometimes. Just don't stay out too late.
Akechi isn't here.
Let's begin at once. Police cars are making rounds, so we can't stay here too long. We already have Masayoshi Shido and Diet Building. All we need is what he thinks of this place.
Maybe Mount Fuji, since it's the highest place in the country?
What about a mansion?
Since he's going to subjugate everyone as Prime Minister, perhaps a school?
What about an arena, like the Colosseum?
Imperial Palace? It's no good.
You didn't even let me
I
try!
thought we would have gained entry by now. Maybe we shouldn't have called you here.
Hey, you think he's guarding his whole palace with a barrier? Shido stole the cognitive science research, right? Well, maybe it had some special move written in it.
Is that even possible?
Who knows? I've got no idea. There was nothing like that in the notes I saw.
Anyways, what kind of person is Shido? I can't figure him out.
I did some light research on him last night, but I couldn't get a grasp on the type of man he is.
That man over there is probably a legislator, right? I'll try asking him. Excuse me, I'm a member of the newspaper club at my high school. May I speak with you for a moment?
Sure.
What kind of person is Representative Shido? What's he think about the national diet?
His stance is dedication for country. It's how he's garnered everyone's trust. He's an admirable man of action, with a first-class determination. I'd say he's a model politician. I believe that he'll help create a wonderful future in which young adults like you can live in ease.
An exemplary answer. It makes sense he wouldn't tell teenagers anything unnecessary.
Look over there. He's on a walkie-talkie.
Wait, is it about us?
That doesn't look good.
We should leave at once. Tomorrow's the day off, so let's have an early strategy meeting. Meet at LeBlanc, okay?
We should all think about this tonight.
The criminals calling themselves the Phantom Thieves are no more. However, I believe that this country's citizens are still living their days in anxiety. These scandals only increase our distrust of the current government. As a citizen myself, I am enraged.
Look who's talking.
What does it mean to be a politician with responsibility? Working toward personal gain without consideration of the country is outrageous.
The election's public notification is tomorrow. But no matter where I go, people are cheering for Shido.
Everyone's being deceived so easily.
My bitrate is being a pain in the ass. Also, CG Gamer, hello. I tried looking Shido's interviews up online. They all sound so goddamn fake. I checked his profile as well, but I couldn't find much outside of his title and education. He's currently 53 years old and has gone from being a Metropolitan Assemblyman to a representative. Though he is a cabinet minister, he split from the ruling party to form the United Future Party. Shido's a cabinet minister? For real? For real? He was specially appointed to that position. That's his current title. Apparently, he also won a contest for who people would most like to have as their boss. Even the news sites write about him as though he's assured to become the Prime Minister. If only we could find out the meaning behind Shido's words.
In order to save this country that has been tainted by villains, social reform is essential.
Ugh.
What's with all the love for Shido? I get no one knows the truth about him, but it still creeps me out. I got a cool Phantom Thieves thing in my attic space.
Now then.
Wear a hood or something when you're in a place where someone might recognize you, okay? Well, alright. Pudding Cup Master, thank you for the Prime sub. Welcome. Enjoy your emotes. Oh. So I did. Okay, do I just get to do whatever the hell I want to now? Just walk around all day, not going to school? The Phantom Thieves incident came to a shocking end as the leader committed suicide after arrest. Some are insisting for police to take responsibility for failing to prevent the suicide, but most of the public is praising Mr. Goro Akechi and his team for stopping the Phantom Thieves. Looks like we really pulled the wool over their eyes. We better act now before they realize. Twitch is doing the boost thing again, which is nice. They the last time it did it, it was like it did it before like my day off, the day I don't stream. So it was, yeah, it didn't work. But it told me it gave you guys all your points back, so that was nice of them at least. Also, thank you guys. I appreciate you. So based on this, I'm guessing Sai catches you, but you changed her heart so she doesn't turn you in. Kind of. She kind of like... Remember that Sai's palace formed because she was basically okay with just getting us regardless of whether or not she got us like on the up and up, right? She just wanted that guilty verdict. That's all she cared about. That's what formed her palace. We kind of did a Mishima with her from how I take it, where like we confronted her, but her change of heart was her own doing. Like she did it herself. Yeah. And then during the interrogation, because she was open to Joker's story, she kind of bought into everything. Okay, it looks like I can't leave the coffee shop. We need... We need our kindness to level up in order to continue Sojiro's quest. I'm kind of limited on how I can level up my kindness at the moment. I can feed my plant, and I can clean the cafe like after hours.
Nice.
Plant is healthy. I don't have any books or movies or video games that improve my kindness at the moment.
Hey! Well then.
Oh.
Listen up.
Be sure to clean using your whole body, alright? Otherwise your arms will get tired too quickly. That posture looking good. You're cleaning like a pro.
That should do it for now.
Alright, all clean. I bet the chief is going to be happy with this. This is actually different dialogue than we typically get. Yeah!
All right.
Hey!
That should put an end to the case. It's just like Shido-san said. We can't go wrong leaving things to Masayoshi Shido. Shido-san's gonna be in this election too, right? Politicians like him are promising. Whisper, whisper, whisper. Nothing but the Phantom Thieves on the TV. Oh, that's right. Aren't you all supposed to be gathering here today? Make sure you finish eating before everyone shows up. It's almost time for a meeting. I wonder if anybody's figured out the key word.
Last one. Diamond mine.
No good.
How many do we miss?
Perhaps he truly does have a barrier up.
Right?
That's not something to be excited about. You know all the way up to Diet Building, too.
So you enter keywords into the Metaverse Navigator.
Boss, can you turn the TV on? Shido might be on it.
Sure thing.
Goro Akechi. Him and his stupid composed face.
So, Akechi-san, is it true you withdrew yourself from the media as part of your plan to capture the Phantom Thieves?
I truly apologize for causing such a stir. Honestly, it required a lot of courage to openly oppose them when their popularity was at its peak. I mean, people often lashed out at me online and whatnot.
Then was it also your plan when you said they weren't at fault after their popularity declined?
That was to catch them off guard. I could say I applied my profiling knowledge. Once they lost public support, someone they thought was their greatest enemy lent a hand. That's the same strategy used in romance, wouldn't you agree?
Why is he being treated as an ace detective of justice?
What the hell does that mean? The
Not
same
just on
strategy
TV
used in
or
romance.
online.
What?
Newspapers, magazines. I see his face everywhere.
On the other hand, no one's hoping for our comeback on the fan site. Like, at all.
Phantom Thieves are evil. Shido and Akechi are just. It should be the other way around.
They're manipulating information using the media.
Leaving Akechi aside, we'll get back at him later. Our main issue is Shido.
Japanese Noam Chomsky wrote a book about this called Japanese Manufacturing Consent.
Were there any instances before when you didn't know the palace keywords?
Well, there was the time with Futaba.
We didn't know anything about her, so all we could do was make conjectures. Then why don't we just go directly and see Shido?
That's impossible. He's surrounded by bodyguards and followers all the time.
There's no way high school students can get an appointment with him either.
Well, we do have an adult with us.
No, that's still impossible. Besides, that's too dangerous a method.
Well, this is a problem.
What's with the ruckus outside?
To everyone gathered before Yongin Jaya Station.
Isn't that an election campaign car?
Oh, right! The candidates are currently campaigning.
That voice.
I apologize for the commotion. I am Masayoshi Shido.
Wait, did he just say Shido?
Yeah, he did!
For real? Is the main character finally putting it together? It sounds like the same voice I heard back then. Shido is Diddler Prime! The Prime Diddler!
Man, talk about being lucky! We can go check him out without an appointment now!
Hey, Ryuji ran off toward the station. This way. Hurry! You didn't seem well a moment ago.
Now is the time to rebuild this crumbling nation. Our government is littered with scandals, and criminals have taken a strong foothold in our society. Such a disgraceful past must be discarded. We must set sail into a new future of dreams and hope.
My man has a magic voice, and every time I hear it, it makes me stop running.
So our children who carry the burden of the next generation can be proud of their country. So our nation can once again become a powerful one with abundant wealth and luxury. So our beautiful home will be acknowledged as the best country in the world. I humbly ask that you cast your vote for me, Masayoshi Shido.
What if Shido was P4's protag went bald?
Together. I hope to continue serving you all.
He looks like a bad guy wrestler.
Is that the guy? You guys wait here. I'll go get intel for us.
Wait!
Hey! Yo, Shido-san!
Stand back.
I just want to talk to him for a sec.
He's a busy man.
The hell? Ain't he supposed to hear a citizen's comments?
That's enough, Brad.
You're that asshole we met at the hotel before, at the elevators. Oh, I'm sorry. So you can butt in front of other people if you're in a hurry?
What are you talking about?
That moron! Come on, stop!
But these guys...
Hey, kid. You don't want to know what happens when you cross me.
That voice.
It seems the customer base has changed since I was here last. Have they started a daycare? This ain't a show. Get lost, kid. Damn brat! I'll sue!
This man, there's no mistake. He's the same man as the one from before. Diddler Prime. His name is Diddler Prime.
What are you looking at?
Don't get caught!
This country is filled with clueless children. I worry for Japan's future. Let them go. My next appointment is coming up.
What a piece of shit. So what do you think after seeing him in person? Wait, he's the jerk you told us about before? The same guy? For real? Seriously?
For real?
You're sure, aren't you? Shido's the one who ruined your life.
Holy shit. I don't believe it.
Let's get going, okay?
Shido's the guy who set you up?
What kind of fate brought you two back together?
Yeah, it's probably just a coincidence.
Talk about a destined connection. Shido was involved in the cognitive research too, right? This can't be dismissed as just a coincidence.
God, what the hell's going on here?
Shido was already a politician then, yet he sued a student and ruined his future? He must have pulled some strings so that his name wouldn't be mentioned. Furthermore, he also would have had to force that woman into making a false statement.
He would do anything. We're talking about a man who ordered a hit inside the police station.
He can't sit still until he crushes whoever opposes him, no matter how trivial. He's always been that way.
What a piece of shit. Children are the future, my ass! What he's saying and doing are completely different.
But now that we found out who did it, can't something be done about his record?
Once the courts have made a judgment, overturning that decision will be difficult. It'd barely be possible even if proof of innocence is presented and Shido admits to his crimes.
At any rate, we need to trigger a change of heart in him.
Be that as it may, Shido's outer appearance and his true face are wholly different. It's beyond hypocritical. It's as if he's an entirely different person.
He speaks about the good of the country. It makes me wonder what really is on his mind.
That man's full of ambition to rise in the world. He only thinks of the weak as stepping stools for his success.
He treats himself as an elite man while looking down on others. That's the worst.
I assume the key word for what he believes the Diet Building is will be despicable too.
It must be something self-centered and completely different from politics.
Someone like him needs to be punished as soon as possible.
Let's head to the Diet Building again right after school tomorrow. I feel we'll get it this time.
Stewing over it won't get anywhere. We have to do this.
The guy behind everything turned out to be your arch enemy. What an oddly poetic twist.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, those clothes. You'd stand out if everyone else is wearing their school uniforms. Might be a good idea to wear your uniform when you head out. Man, at some point, I'm gonna do something. At some point, I'm gonna do something in this game. Just you watch. I'm gonna make some curry.
What do you want to do?
Hell yeah, we're gonna make some curry.
Yeah. Make sure your clothes up.
Bang 3030. Hello, welcome. Oh, I'm adding sticky sauce to the curry? I didn't...
Let me explain.
Oh, it's honey. Honey is a flower nectar collected by bees. When used as a secret ingredient in curry, it serves to soften meat and add sweetness. Honey can add depth to a curry's flavor profile without weakening its spice. The spicier the dish, the greater the effect. Wow, I never thought that honey would go so well with spicy curry. You learn something new every day. Everybody say thank you, Persona 5 development team, for teaching me about curry and coffee. And now I know things that aren't just video games. You throw it all together with such gusto. Could it be the secret ingredient is confidence? Nice. The curry's smelling good. This'll definitely be a hit.
Yes! Alright.
Oh!
You look awfully proud of yourself. 2 decent curries.
Well then.
We should rest for now. Got a big day tomorrow. We can use the curry when we're in dungeons to refill SP in save rooms, which is nice. And then we can use the coffee that we make to refill SP pretty much anytime. Seems like there'll be higher voter turnout this election.
It'll totally be an easy win for Shido-kun. He got really famous from all that Phantom Thieves business.
He's on track to become Prime Minister.
Guess I should be on Shido's side.
I've actually been paying attention to the news lately. Aren't you proud of me?
Don't you leave it on hoping that Akechi will be there? Well, not that I blame you, he's a real hero. I think Masayoshi Shido's even more amazing though. He's the first politician I've ever believed in.
Oh, I know Shido-san too. Sounds like he really wants to improve the country. Can't they see they're being lied to? We have to do something. I'll tell you who needs to do something, and it's fucking Comcast. About making my internet fucking steady. I hate you. It's not. we gave this little kid like the deepest voice.
It's not true that the Phantom Thieves leader died, right?
Everything's fine.
Thank goodness. There's no way the Phantom Thieves could be defeated. Man, it's such a relief to hear things are okay. Well, if you need anything, I'll be at the arcade.
The Phantom Thief. Oh wait, this is Japanese Bernie Sanders.
The Phantom Thieves have been on the news recently, so I was wondering how you're doing. Are you gonna give up without accomplishing your goal?
Nah, I'm fine.
So you okay? That's a relief. I'm expecting great things from the Phantom Thieves. If you need anything, I'm happy to help. My comrade.
Feels pretty weird seeing you around on a weekday. You're taking off tonight, right? You're such a risk taker. Listen, make sure nobody notices you, okay? We have to do something about the key word for sure this time.
Security guards became suspicious of us last time, so we can't stay here for long.
but we still have no hit.
Think it's a barrier after all?
Where'd your enthusiasm from yesterday go?
Ah, shut up. The real game starts at 2 outs.
Enough chatting. You should only be thinking about the keyword.
The citizens are secondary. He only cares about his own well-being and that of his lackeys.
He wants to become Prime Minister, even if it means trampling on others.
Fortune, rich people.
Hey, can you think of anything based on what you've heard from him? Just try saying anything. It doesn't matter if you guess.
Incompetent fools like you just need to shut your mouths and follow where I steer this country.
Steer?
It's a boat!
It was a match?
What? The Diet Building's a ship?
It's a
what
boat!
kind of scenery will that be? The actual building's on land.
Oh god damn it,
I can't even begin to imagine what it will be like.
we're gonna have an entire palace worth of beach episode, aren't we? Oh no!
Well, whatever it is, looks like there are no barriers.
Oh, shut up! Let's hurry up and go in.
Are we clear of the guard's sight?
Get closer to the wall just in case. All right, do it.
Did anything change? We went in, right?
Security guards seem to be gone, but it's difficult to tell for certain. This seems to be similar to what happened with Sis's palace.
But this time, the Diet Building remains unchanged.
The gate wasn't open earlier, though.
Wait, look! Mona's appearance is different. That means we're definitely in a palace.
Come on, let's go take a look.
How's it look over there? See anything?
Nah, it's totally normal.
I'll check it out.
Huh? What the heck?
What's up, Futaba?
Futaba?
What is it?
The hell?
Huh?
I'm on a boat. Lonely Island T-Pain remix.
Even though this country may sink, he alone will survive. That's what this cognition is about, huh?
This is bullshit! A country that children can be proud of my ass is completely sunken in his head. If a guy like this stands above everyone, we're seriously done for.
This is beyond ridiculous.
The same goes for Akechi. He should have seen this scenery as well. Yet he still aided Shido.
What in the world is he thinking?
Whether it be for glory or for simply a reward, my father died because of someone like this.
We gotta sink Shido instead of this country.
A palace with not just the center of the distortion, but the entire country sunken. I can't believe there's someone with this tremendous of a desire. Be careful. This will be completely different from past palaces.
We're definitely gonna take his treasure.
Business as usual.
Come on, what a lame way to start this off.
No? I think that's how it should be. We haven't failed yet, so if we calmly give this our all, the results will surely follow. We must put an end to this by December 17th, the day before the elections.
Let the infiltration begin. Time to pay him back for setting us up into a trap.
Wait.
If our clothes aren't changing, I guess he doesn't see us as a threat yet, huh? Speaking of that, shouldn't Skitter be disguising himself on the way here? Seeing someone in disguise with a bunch of kids in school uniforms would be super weird. Well, we won't have to worry about any of this once we steal the treasure. Let's do it. Oh shit, we're already in. And we already got the music. Damn. We love it. Yeah, the palace looks badass. I love that it's like a big moving boat with all the scenery off in the distance. Also, this music is badass. I love it. We're 2 hours and 30 minutes into the stream, and I can finally, like, move my characters around. Hooray. We're all caught up on exposition! I'm gonna take a very short break, like real quick. I'm gonna change out of my pajama pants and into some shorts because it is like really hot for some reason today. And I think the heat is also responsible for my internet woes. Whenever it's cold, my internet is like my internet is stable. But anytime it's kind of warm, like it gets all unstable and acts all weird. It's not gotten like real bad today. Knock on wood. Thankfully, hopefully. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna take a quick break. I'm gonna get changed into something that's like not as hot because I'm like sweating to death up here. My internet is being a huge pain in the ass right now. Just fucking stop. Just be good. Holy shit, I can't begin to understand why. Alright. Let's go explore. And chat, yell at me if it gets, like, unlookatable. And if it does, maybe I'll take a little bit of a break. And I'll stop the stream. And I'll come back, a little later. Who should we hang out with?
What is the matter? I understand.
Hey! Oh. Thanks!
There we go. We got the original homies.
Indeed.
Masayoshi Shido's palace. I wonder what awaits us within. Let's go find out. It's time we begin our infiltration. I understand why he might already see us as a threat, but why are even the passengers wearing masks? You think they're trying to be Phantom Thieves? Like Noir was with that beauty thief stuff? That's quite enough!
It looks like.
Whatever the reason, it reflects Shido's mentality. Surely he doesn't view others normally.
You're right.
Given the insane nature of his distortion, I'm surprised they even look like people.
Listen up.
It's very likely we'll end up in battles from here forward. Be on your guard, everyone. You wanna talk? What an odd costume. Is that what you young people are into nowadays?
Who are you? Don't you think you can talk to an honored guest of Mr. Shido so casually?
Don't think you can talk to an honored guest of Miss... I can't read. My fucking brain doesn't work.
Don't think you can talk to an honored guest of Mr. Shido so casually.
You're not an honored guest. You're a nerd. An enemy! Ugh, it's attacking us with all these people around?
It's powerful. You'll want fierce ice attacks.
Weak to ice, eh? Eh?
Shall I take this one?
Hell yeah.
Got it. Let's go.
You did it, Fox.
Beat him up!
It's a step forward.
I didn't even need ice. In your face.
Oh, is this a show?
Who needs
of
magic
sorts?
when you have the
Mr.
power of
Shido
friendship?
never fails to keep his guests entertained.
Indeed. Those privileged enough to be on this ship are all on the winning team.
What's with these people? Why do they not feel any danger after what they just witnessed?
It seems they think no harm will come to them because they're here on Shido's ship.
They're not even sensing the danger. Come on, let's make him see what this ship really is.
My, that was quite a show. Are you entertainers?
Hey,
We should go. It would be a problem if we started drawing attention to ourselves. Oh, hey, no. You didn't see nothing. Whoa, oh God! Get clutch dodged.
surprise attack successful.
I am down. Goemon, strike!
You did it, Fox.
This is a holdup!
Hey, give me a special item.
Well, could be useful.
All right, now die anyway.
They're done for!
The finale. Okay.
Don't forget to pay a visit to Gundaddy.
Easier than cleaning my brushes.
Well, all right.
Huh? Oh, a treasure chest.
Oh, show me your true form.
Surprise attack successful. Enemies beneath us. It should be easy if we stay focused.
Oh, this is that belly dancing lady that ate babies or whatever. I remember the lore.
Losers.
Okay, let's move on.
I don't remember the lore of that person just getting absolutely destroyed, but apparently that's also lore.
That was fast.
I guess I got a technical hit because the grappling hook instigated some kind of ooh, look at the big megaphones. The grappling hook ambush instigated some kind of status effect on them. I just wasn't paying attention.
Let's go. Everyone, do your best.
Yeah, just do your best. We just want both teams to have fun. Uh-oh. Ha! In your face! In your face, you idiot! Stupid.
You did it, Fox. This is a holdup.
Money! No, I don't want... Yeah, give me your money. There you go.
Slice it to pieces!
All out attack!
Oh, what?
It's time. Hold on.
The enemy's weak to ice. Let's take advantage of that.
Man, he's got so much high counter.
Persona. Something
Fire
else.
won't work.
Persona! Ravage them!
Defeated. All right, Joker. Victory. Okay, let's move on.
Okay, now my internet is not even, like, trying. At least attempt there, internet.
Okay.
At least make an effort.
Okay, we're done. Hurry up.
Oh shit! I didn't think he'd see me.
Enemies. Don't worry though, they're no big deal.
What is this thing?
It isn't a major threat, but don't use electric attacks.
Self-infatuated star. Lover's Arcana. Okay. Okay. We just need fire.
It isn't a major threat, but don't use electric attacks.
God damn it! Hey, look at the save.
Let's do this! Yeah, Panther! You got them all!
Who's next?
Good work, everyone!
Kid Hellacious, welcome back. Thank you for 8 months. Much appreciated.
Okay.
They were too weak to bother with.
Did we run around the whole thing? I don't know if we ran around the whole thing yet.
I can feel it.
I wanna make sure I'm checking everything out. Oh, I'm supposed to be still in these jack-o'-lanterns. Darume Ornament, whatever the hell that is. Holy shit, 436 bit rate? That's just not gonna go at all. I tell you what, chat, let me find a save room, and I'll save.
Somewhere.
And, no! Stop seeing me! Dumb dog.
This is...
I just need OBS to play along and give me a little bit of a better bitrate for a minute. That's all I need. Can you just do that, OBS? Anyway, Morgana says, I can sense the treasure's presence. It's that way. Let's go, guys.
Hey!
Oh, let me find a save room. I can't. The save room's right there.
Hey!
Ugh! Morgana, you don't understand. I'm trying to stream.
I have something.
So I need the stream to do. I need the game to do what I need it to do, not what you need it to do. No, like, I'm aware that it probably doesn't look bad for very long, but I don't want it to look bad at all. You know what I mean? Like, I need it to not ever look bad. Like, it's easy to be like, oh, Saint, you streamed for 15 hours. We don't care if 10 minutes looks bad. But, like, when we're preserving this playthrough forever, I don't want it to ever look bad. That sucks. Like, I know it's bouncing around.
Huge doors are obviously suspicious. Wonder what's through here.
I know the bitrate is bouncing around and it's going from like completely unwatchable for you know, brief periods to watchable, but the reason it's shifting around is because I'm sitting here fucking fiddling with OBS, which is a huge pain in the ass to do. Like, I have to read chat, watch the game, read the characters, and fiddle with OBS. It's ridiculous. No one should have to do this. Like right now, the bitrate to you guys might not look that bad, but like, it's bad.
There's slots to stick in something like a key card. Whoa, there's 5 of them.
475 people in favor, 0 against.
I hear something.
Since there is no one against the plan, this bill will be unanimously passed as drafted.
Passed? What's going on? Was that Shiro's voice?
If this truly is the representatives' chamber as written, beyond here must be the main assembly hall.
The what now?
It's that large conference room that's usually seen on the news.
Oh, that thing! Gotcha. So, what are they doing inside?
Most likely a meaningless vote. One in which whatever Shido proposes will always go unopposed.
So he's doing whatever he wants by keeping only his supporters in there.
What do we do to get in, though? Should we find these keycards?
Maybe we need some kind of qualification. One that vows to be his follower or swear loyalty.
So basically, we need to prove that we're on his side.
You sure move on quick.
But what's this qualification thing about?
Why don't we ask the guests on this ship?
That thought never crossed my mind.
Asking around doesn't sound like a bad idea. The guests here are the cognitive versions of them in Shido's mind. They'll know any secrets he shared.
True. You have a point.
That said, the ruler here is that evil Shido. It wouldn't surprise me if they did turn hostile.
Right. Yeah, wouldn't they attack us?
We should prepare for the worst, of course. But I think we'll at least be able to talk to them. This ship is most likely an Ark loaded with those that Shido believes are worth keeping alive. It'd explain the luxury cruise ship. I doubt idiots who can't even hold a conversation would be here.
We can at least gather information. It helps that everyone's wearing masks. We'll blend in even with our attire.
He must believe that no one shows their true face to anyone else. Just like him. Well then, let's split up and ask around. Well then.
It looks like everyone's taken off to gather intel. There's no doubt. I can sense the treasure behind this door. Looks like we've already hit the jackpot. Let's go talk to the others. Alright. This should let me save. Right?
Is there a...
Alright, I have to talk to everybody first. My, even Mr. That person is a VIP? I just saw him at the restaurant. To think an important politician like him has been invited here. Well, support from the political world should mean mental shutdowns are as viable as ever. I'm quite envious. I wonder if there's any way I can get to know him better myself. You wish. Hearing people speak so casually about the mental shutdown business makes my head spin. But it seems as though we need certification from 5 VIPs to become a special customer. These people are willing to share anything. Perhaps it's because their faces are hidden. One of the VIPs used to belong to nobility? Yes, that must be why he can enter the sacred place. I heard he's not easily seen either. But why would someone of his stature always be by the poolside? Well, he must like it there for some reason. But I don't think it's the swimming.
Hey!
Beyond this door is the VIP area, and the main assembly hall is a sacred place. It looks like we can't get in unless Shido accepts us. I'm not entirely sure how to speak to people here. I either remained silent or spoke in simple pleasantries during Father's business relations.
Somewhere.
You're some kind of sadist for making me get info from complete strangers, Joker. But I'll do it. I'm gonna avenge my mom.
Oh, you have the elegance and refinement so sorely lacking in ordinary citizenry.
My, such flattery. A high-class aura emanates from you as well.
So you noticed.
Most certainly. Hey, these guys totally ignore me when I try and talk to them. Do I look that much like I don't got any money? Is it because of the skull mask or something? Hey, you should fit in here like real easy, Yusuke.
Oh, so that is the president of a TV station.
Indeed, Mr. Shido has quite the large circle of acquaintances.
It seems you have to be at least that important to be considered a VIP. I'm truly envious.
Why don't you go play the slots with him? That might get his attention.
Indeed.
It appears these people all want to be accepted as one of Shido's special customers. By the way, I've gained some information on the VIPs. We should discuss later.
Joker!
There's something I've noticed too. I actually saw what looked like a map on our way here. Why don't we go check it out? Gonna go check out a map, apparently. Just as I thought.
Nice.
We'll definitely be able to use this to our advantage. Let's take it with us.
Well then.
We've gathered a good amount of info. We might want to regroup and go over it all now. How'd it go for all of you? Not great, but not bad either. Sorry, trying to get the internet to cooperate just a little bit.
Well,
I was able to get a bit of intel as well. We should sort through what all of us has gained for now. Well, I took a look at the map we obtained earlier and found what appears to be a safe room. Right here. Whoa. Oh, it's close! Perfect. Let's go over our intel there.
Joker!
Go over the intel of letting me fucking control the game and save.
Still, this is a surprise. All the cognitive guests in this palace seem like real humans. The casino earlier looked pretty real too, but talking with these guests was a whole nother story.
you have that right.
This ruler's observational skills and insight are off the charts. Shido's a formidable foe.
Come on, no need to freak out.
I'm not freaking out. I was just thinking it'll be easier to make a plan since they can talk normally. All right. Let's put together the information we gathered.
Huh. Gotcha.
So we gotta get a letter of introduction from the 5 VIPs. And those letters become the key cards?
You're right.
Exactly. Now let's go over what all of us have learned. First, according to my intel,
it seems
one of the VIPs is an influential politician by the name of Ooh-wee. He's supposedly seen at the restaurant at night and sits at a table near the window. I'll go next. I heard about a prominent VIP who used to be nobility? They said he's usually by the pool.
Please hear me out.
Next is my intelligence. It seems the president of a television station is also a VIP. He always plays slots at night. It would seem he spends his money quite lavishly. Crap, I'm starting to forget people already.
Hey, listen!
Next is my turn. For real? Even you got info? For real? Of course, I eavesdropped. Supposedly, one of the VIPs is the president of an IT company. He's always in his room and reportedly enters from an exclusive hallway.
Listen up!
Well then, I'll close us out. How the hell did you get info with your looks? It seems like some guy they call the Cleaner is another VIP. I've heard that he's cautious, so it's probably best if we check the other VIPs first. Cleaner? I wonder what they meant by that. Wait a minute. After all the VIPs we listed, this one's a cleaner? Is he really a VIP? Supposedly. I'm sorry, I couldn't get any information. Worthless! You're worthless! Me neither, so don't worry about it, okay? Let's just work harder during the battle. It's alright, Ryuji. You did great. You tried your best. You're right. I'll do my best. But there's a bigger problem, you know? My memory's, not so great. Anyways, who was who?
It's no use. I can't keep the profiles of 5 people straight in my head.
I can only remember about 2 of them. What about you, Joker?
I forgot all of them.
Oh, dear Lord.
We're up against 5 people. The politician Owe, a former noble, a TV station president, an IT company president, and a cleaner. We get certification from them and obtain letters of introduction that'll serve as keycards. But only go for the cleaner after the other 4 have been dealt with, right?
Whoa, now that's impressive! You go, genius!
If we can't remember the details on the VIPs, let's reconvene inside a safe room. All right, let's get this done quickly. Hey!
We know how to get into the main assembly hall now. Should we head home? Huh? You wanna go back already? There are people in here with special letters. That means Shido trusts them to a certain extent. It would be best to consider them as powerful individuals. We do not want to get too hasty. Let us take our time here.
Well,
I guess we do have a little time to spare. Well then, let's head back for today. Alright. Chat.
I should write something.
I'm saving. My internet is being a huge pain in the ass. I'm constantly trying to fight with it to make the stream not look like a piece of shit. It is super annoying. I'm gonna take a break.